Bollinger Bands are a technical analysis tool that is used to measure the volatility of an asset's price movements. Developed by John Bollinger in the 1980s, Bollinger Bands consist of a simple moving average, SMA, in the center, surrounded by two standard deviation, SD, bands that are placed above and below the SMA. The purpose of Bollinger Bands is to provide traders with a visual representation of the volatility of an asset's price movements. When volatility is high, the bands will widen, and when volatility is low, the bands will narrow. Traders can use Bollinger Bands to identify potential trading opportunities, as well as to determine when to enter or exit a trade. One of the benefits of using Bollinger Bands in cryptocurrency analysis is that they are relatively simple to use and can be applied to any time frame. They can be used in conjunction with other technical analysis tools, such as moving averages and relative strength index, RSI, to confirm trading signals. Traders can also use Bollinger Bands to identify trends and reversals. When the price of an asset breaks through the upper or lower band, it may signal a trend reversal. Conversely, when the price bounces off the upper or lower band, it may signal a continuation of the trend. Another benefit of using Bollinger Bands in cryptocurrency analysis is that they can be used to identify overbought and oversold conditions. When the price of an asset is trading near the upper band, it may be overbought, and when it is trading near the lower band, it may be oversold. However, it is important to note that Bollinger Bands should not be used in isolation, and traders should use other technical analysis tools and fundamental analysis to confirm trading signals. In conclusion, Bollinger Bands are a useful tool in cryptocurrency analysis, providing traders with a visual representation of an asset's volatility and potential trading opportunities. By using Bollinger Bands in conjunction with other technical analysis tools and fundamental analysis, traders can improve the chances of making profitable trades in the cryptocurrency market. Not investment advice to invest, you need to do your own research and take risks.